Oh, where? Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that I'm doing this video because as you can see guys, I look totally tired and that's because I am feeling extremely worn out, yeah? But I promised myself that come rain, come shine, today I just have to do a video for you guys before I even do anything else. Yeah, as you can see, I've just come from wherever I was coming from. Oh my goodness, I don't know where even to start with this video because I feel like it's something that was so unplanned, obviously. And I don't know where to start with this video, honestly, guys. And I feel like my life has been so crazy of late. Let me start from there. I feel like my life has been so crazy of late. And I feel like I'm in my journey towards like building my self-confidence. Have you ever felt in a point once in your life that you feel like you're not confident about yourself, like you're not confident that you can attain something, yet that you're not confident, like yet you have your papers, yet you have your mind with you, yet you have your yes, you have your like everything else, you have all the capabilities, but you still feel I don't know what's words to use. You still feel that you can't attain certain goals. Yeah, that's what I used to feel. And I think this video I'm going to name it to call it, I don't know, like I don't know. I think I'm going to call this video my journey towards building my self-confidence. Yeah, I think that's a huge name. I don't know where to start, but as I have told you guys, that I feel like I'm in a journey towards building my self confidence because sometime back I was not the same person as you can see now. Even you can go back to and watch my previous video, like my first video, and you can see like I feel like I'm a totally different person from the person of some months back because there have been a huge changes that has happened, not even physically, but psychologically, mentally, and like emotionally. I feel like I'm a totally different person. Ask me why, but I'll tell you it has been a journey. Yeah, and that's what I'm here to tell you guys. I felt some time back that there was so many things that was hindering me towards attaining maybe anything, like literally anything in my life, towards attaining my self-confidence, towards attaining maybe my career or whatever, towards attaining like even friendship, towards attaining anything, like just anything in my life. I felt like there was so many hindrance that was hindering me, like was like a blockage in my life. But if you ask me what was the blockages, I also don't know. Like I literally don't know. I don't know why my life was stagnant. I don't know what was my like. I literally don't know. But I feel like there was a time in my life whereby I was just seated there, like I was just stagnant, not doing anything, not even planning anything, not even thinking about my future. Not like I was just there for some weird reasons, and that's why I'm telling you that I feel like I'm in my journey towards building my self confidence once again. And that journey towards building self-confidence, it's not something easy. I feel it has taken so much, and the first thing that it has taken me is to just sit down and ask myself, like, Joyce, like you want to do something, like you want to be a great woman, you want to be a great woman career-wise, you want to be a great woman, like a great mother, a great friend. What is that thing that's blocking you from being that person? And me trying to come up with answer to that question has made me to know that like nothing is blocking me from becoming wherever I want to be. Like nothing is blocking me to be that person, to chase my goal. Another thing that have really helped me is to face my fears. Like honestly, to face my fear. Have you ever been a place whereby you feel like you want to do something, but yet you feel like you want to do something, and you know in your mind and your soul, you know like it's the right thing to do, but at the same time when you sit down and think of it, you feel like there is so many things like it's kind of you fear of what people you say, you fear the judgment, you fear about the society, you fear about how friends, like I'm going to lose my friend after I've done this, I'm going to lose my spouse after I have done this, like my friends are going to judge me, like a lot of that were really making me feel like I can't be that person. Like I can't be that person that I want to be. And after I decided that, you know what, Joyce, like you only live once, like you only live once. So is your chance that, like, you only have one chance in life. If you die, like that's the end of you. So if you want to attain something, face your fears. I faced that. I faced that situation of feeling that like my parents will feel like I am a bad girl. My whoever will feel like I'm a bad mother. Like I faced all of that. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Right now, right now, like I honestly feel like a person who, like, in a way, like I feel like I'm a don't care. Like, you judge me, you say whatever you're going to say, like you gossip about me, but that's for you to keep. As long as I know that I'm doing the right thing. And I think that's another thing towards another great thing that we should do if you are chasing towards building our self-confidence, because many a times we tend not to do something that we honestly know that they are the right thing to do, because we fear that what the society will say. I'm gonna give this weird example, which has been my life, about like, you feel like you don't want to break a relationship, yet you know back in your mind that is the right thing to do. Like, you know, it's the right thing to end the relationship that you have. You know, it's toxic. You know, like the friendship, it's toxic. You know, like in their job, whatever is toxic. Yet you fear. You fear to do that because you know maybe you feel like what the society will say, what will my family say, like what will those people who was looking up or up, and like those people who maybe were role models, what will they say, like all those things. And you know what? I faced them. I faced them and I said that this is my life and I'm gonna live it the way I want to live. I want to live because I know I'm doing the right thing, and I don't have like I don't have to experience those miseries because I love my life. And I think that's one ingredient that has really helped me toward building my self-confidence. Another thing that has really helped me is to embracing the changes in my life. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm preaching. Oh my goodness. Am I a motivational speaker? I feel like I'm becoming a motivational speaker, which is something that I really don't want to do. But I'm just telling you about the things that have been happening in my life of late. And embracing the changes in my life has come a long way in shaping the person who I am and shaping the person who I wanted to become. Because sometimes when you're faced with changes in your life, you tend to go back to where you are. Like you feel like, oh no, like, I fear, like maybe you have a new job and you have a new challenge, and you don't know how to crack it, and then you go back to your comfort zone whereby you know that like you are in this comfort zone, like my rent is being paid, my bills, all my bills are being paid, my whatever are going to be catered for. I decided to embrace the changes. I reached a point in my life whereby I knew that, you know what, Joyce, you have these bills to pay, and you have this life to live, and you have this problem to tackle, and so it's your time to grow up. Like, I honestly felt like it's my time to grow up. And many of even inclusive my family were like, oh, we can be chipping in, we can be helping you, even you can have a roommate in your house, the person that who can be monitoring you, the person who can be giving you comfort, the person who can be blah blah blah. But I said no. It's my time to embrace the changes that I have brought in my life, because some changes in my life I forced them to happen in my life. Yeah. And I felt like the urge of embracing the changes really came a long way, because it helped me even not to look back where I came from, not to like to it's like a breathe. It allowed me to like to embrace the new chapter in my life which I am in. And honestly, that have come a really long way in building my self-confidence, because I don't have to rely maybe on some people to give me like validation. I don't have to rely on some people so that maybe my bills can be paid. I don't have like I embraced the change, and I knew that even if I'm going maybe to suffer, but I knew that, which have not suffered up to this date, because God is God is a living God. Uh, Even if I knew that there'll become a challenges, I will have a challenges at the beginning of my new life, but later I will come and enjoy the fruits of my facing the challenges, embracing the new me. Yeah, that's another thing that I learned about myself, about me, on my way towards building my self confidence. Another thing that I learned is that, hey, like you don't have to settle for less. Like you don't have to settle for less. Like if you have learned about yourself, and you know how much you are worth, and you know what you deserve. And so when you know what you deserve, you can't settle for less. You really can't settle for less. And that's something that I learned along my way towards building my self-confidence. Because a time back, there was a time I used to, I don't know, like there was a time I used to just stay where I was as a cocoon, saying that, oh, yes, someone is mistreating me, but what if nikienda, what will happen with my life? Like, I can't, in my job, they are mistreating me, but I can't leave that job because I don't know where to start. This friendship, this friend usually come as so handy when I'm faced with situation. So I don't want to lose this friend because, yo, what's that I'm explaining? That's a blockage towards building yourself confidence. And so I knew that it's my time not to settle for less. It's like my time not to settle for less. So if you come in my life and you are something that I feel like it is something less for me, if anything comes in my life and I feel like, yo, this is something less for my life, like, I don't take it. I don't take it. And that's me. And I feel that has come as a long way to helping me to build my self-confidence, because when I know what I really deserve in my life, I don't have to settle for anything less. Like, I really don't have to settle for anything less, not unless I settle for something greater than what I deserve. Yeah. Another thing that I have learned about on my way towards building my self-confidence is that I need to set self-boundaries. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm preaching right now. Like, many a times, many a times, especially in relationship, I'm even not going to lie about this, especially in relationship, we tend not to have boundaries. Like, you know someone can do something so weird, extremely bad to you, but you're just there, like, as a people pleaser. You have not even set your boundaries. Like, your friends is poking your eyes and you're just there, like, your people around in your job place, like, they are doing nasty things for you and you're just there, you're not even speaking up. I learned how to speak up, to be so authentic, to be the person that I really want to be, after knowing that there is no one who's coming to fight for you. There is no one who is coming to fight for you. So I felt like it's my time to be authentic, like my voice to be heard. It's my time to fight back. It's my time to speak up. If you cross my boundaries, let me not even lie to you. Today, if you cross my boundaries, hey, just be ready for it. Just be ready for it, because this is not the person that used to be that person in some few months ago. I feel like I'm a really changed person who know, like, my self-worth. Like, I value myself so, oh my goodness. Like, I don't think there is anyone I don't think there is anyone, like, in this world, even my parents, I'm sorry to say, who values my life more than I value my life. And I think that's something so great towards building my that has worked so great towards building my self-confidence. Yeah. And for you, I think something that you should put on your bucket list also. You should include that, if you want to build your self-confidence. I know there is so many people who are maybe they feel like they're being violated. They feel like they're being violated, especially in the relationship. You feel like someone is doing something so bad to you, like someone is cheating on you, someone is mistreating you, someone is being abusive, like someone is, like, name all those shit, and you're just there relaxing and giving the demon, I don't want to be rude. I know I can, but you're just there chilling, and you don't that's because you have not set the boundaries. I think it's high time. When I learned how to set the boundaries, like, we obviously know what's right for us. Everybody knows what's right for them, and I feel it's time for us to set the boundaries. If someone crosses those boundaries, speak up. Don't fear about what the society will say, what the parents will say, what will the friends say, like, it's a life to live. It's a life to live. And that's what I learned. And I think that has come a very, like, oh my goodness, like, have played a very huge role in me, in building my self-confidence. Because nowadays, you can't just poke my eyes and then I just look you and then I say, you know, I'm sorry, no. I learned how to speak up because I knew no one really will come for my help more than I can come for my help. Yeah. Another thing I learned about building your self-confidence is that do not regret what happened in your past. Like, do not regret about what happened to your past. Like, maybe you are in a given job, and maybe you are maybe chased away or something weird that just happened, or maybe you are in a kind of relationship that ended up in a very weird way. Like, maybe you are in a kind of friendship that ended, like, that was nasty. Just do not regret anything that happened in your life. If you need to forgive yourself, just Oh my goodness. Do it, girl. Do it. If you need to forgive yourself, do it and do not regret anything about your past. Because everything that happens in your life, or anything that used to happen in my life, happened for a reason. And I decided to take it as a lesson as I moved on, but not just stay there and keep on weeping. This happened, this happened, and because of that I can't do this. No, don't let your past dictate about your future, and that will come in handy in building your self-confidence. Another thing that I learned about building on my way toward building my self-confidence is that I should not be people pleaser. Like, you don't be people pleaser, girl. Don't be people pleaser. That you don't want to hurt people's feelings, and so you just do something that will hurt your feeling. Like, I don't want to, like, I know when I do this thing, I know when I break this relationship, I know sijui, my sister will feel a kind of type of way, my brothers, my parents will feel kind of type of way, like my church, especially church. I'm not against any church. But many churches, and I'm going to say this so boldly, many churches are kind of shaping people to be their worst version. They are kind of bringing down their self-confidence, especially for women. Many women in the church are crying day and night because of their marriages, because of the relationship issues, but they can't take a bold move because they fear about the preaching that they were preached about. It's bad due to separate. It's bad due to... I don't want to talk more about that. But I think stopping being people pleaser comes a long way in helping to build your self-confidence, especially for ladies. Yeah. So kindly, like, I would just beg you, as a mother, I know I'm a mother. As a mother, please stop being people pleaser. Otherwise, that is going to ruin your entire life and your entire generation. Another thing that I learned about on my way toward building my self-confidence is that don't wait for people validation. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna tell you a story back Kitambo. I used to be this type of a lady whereby it's kinda when you reach a point whereby someone is like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, someone demean you so much to an extent that you feel you kinda absorb what they're telling you. That someone calls you names to an extent you feel like you have those names. Like, someone calls you sijui a cow, like and you kind of absorb those things. I, and I think the reason why I was that was happening to me is because I was kind of waiting for people validation so much to an extent that I forgot about myself. So when you tell me that I can't do something, like when you tell me that, you know what, you're so big, even you can't do this, it's kind of, I was like, it's kind of true. Maybe I'll never add up to anything because I'm this and this. Even someone said this and this about me. Even someone said so and so about me. I think it's truth. I think no. Don't wait for people's validation, because let me tell you something. You see those people that we are surrounded with. Maybe our family, maybe our cousins, maybe our spouses, many people, even our many people. I don't want to explain, and then so people can come to me saying, pointing finger to me. Many people, they don't even value themselves. How do you expect someone to value you and to give you good validation if they personally don't value themselves? Some people even don't value about their families. So if you are married to someone maybe who don't even value themselves, don't value about their families, don't value even, how are they going to value you, my dear? Like, how are they going to value you? So it's the point I learned that I should not wait for people validation. Oh my goodness. I came out so strong. I came out so strong. Because from there henceforth, anything that negative, especially negative things, anything negative that I was said about me, I was just shaking my head and saying that, that's for you to keep. As for me, I know myself. As for me, I know my potentials. As for me, I know there is God. As for me, yeah. Don't wait for people validation. If you really want to build your self-confidence, kindly don't wait for people validation. Another thing that I learned is that uh, I learned to love myself better. Oh my goodness, I learned to love myself better. and not to beat myself about everything that happens in my life, because sometimes things happen and everything people say is because of you. This happened is because of you. This happened is, to an extent you start blaming yourself for everything, like literally everything that happens, even in people's life, other people's life, even those people that are not even related to you. You just carry the burdens of them. But when I learned how to love myself better, and you know one thing, let me just give you a secret. Like, do you know there is no one who will ever, 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 like ever, ever, ever love you more than you can love yourself? Like, literally, there is no one who can love you more than you can. Even for a baby, you see the toddlers, like no one can really love them than themselves. That's why you see them, they cry like just for literally nothing, because they feel like their rights are being violated and they feel like they deserve better. And I even don't know what I'm explaining. But learning to love yourself, there is kind of noises out there. You know, children have closed school, and that's why kuna makelele kelele mob in our apartment. But I'm hoping that I am so audible. I'm hoping you can hear me clear as I am. Yeah. So learn to love yourself better. I know we love ourselves, but please don't compromise anything that comes against you. Like, don't compromise your happiness. Don't compromise anything that violates your happiness. Learn to love yourself better. Learn to do what makes you happy. Learn to make, like, your happiness should not be should not be dictated by someone else. Like, I am sad because of this and this and this. Yeah, I know such situation can happen, but don't like let everything, like your entire happiness, be carried by someone else. I feel like I am becoming an angry motivational speaker. Yeah, but I'm sorry if I come out that way. But learning to love yourself, I really something so great that can build up your self confidence. Because when you love yourself so much, you know what's right for you. Like, you know what's wrong for you, and so you can't violate your happiness because of someone else. Like, you know your self worth, and so you can't settle for less. You know, like when you love your, like when you, I'm sorry, like when you love yourself so much, you don't need people's validation because you know yourself. Like, yeah, I think I'm making sense. Another thing Another thing that I learned is that I think this will be the last thing I'm going to tell you, because I don't want to be classified as a motivational speaker, because I've never been that thing. And I'm not even planning to go to classes for psychology and whatever. I don't know. Do motivation speakers go for psychology and whatever? Or they just go through shit in life and then they are molded to these people? Yeah, I think that's what life has done to me. I think do you know that thing they call character development? I think life has character developed me to this person who does not have any other option other than building her self confidence, and I thank God because of that. Because if it was not for the life that has character developed me, maybe I could be that lady who was just there crying each and every day, complaining about everything and doing nothing. Yeah. So the last thing that I learned about on my way towards building my self confidence, and I think I'm going to end up this video immediately after I've told you this, is that you need to do something. Like, if you know what's the right thing to do, even if it's so hard to do it, if you know the right thing to do, just start doing it. Yes, I know sometimes it's so hard to start from scratch, especially like it's really so hard. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Starting from scratch is literally the worst, like the hardest thing to do, especially when you don't have backups. Starting from scratch is so hard. But that does not mean that you should just relax there and do like stagnate and do nothing about your life. Oh my goodness, that does not mean that. You should start making those baby steps. After your job has ended, you should make those baby steps in looking for another job. Don't die there of depression because, oh, my job has ended. After your friendship has ended, just go outside and start looking for other friends, because there are so many people in this world. And so if someone ended their friendship with you, that does not mean that you are going to end also. If your relationship end, oh my goodness, just wanasemanga oga na urudi soko. Though that's a bad advice anyway. But start making, what I mean is that start making baby steps. If your business crashes today, please don't die there. Don't stagnate yourself there and say that, oh, my life has been miserable ever since. Don't carry that. Like, don't let that not be your testimony. Start making baby steps. And I'm not going even to lie to you guys that there was a time I used to feel so discouraged. But after I decided to face my fears, after I decided that I know what, Joyce, like from today henceforth, no one is going to validate me. I'm going to be the source of my happiness. Like, you know what, Joyce, I'm not going to be the people pleasers again, ever again in my life. That's when I started building my self confidence. That's when I started building my self confidence. And another thing I learned is that making those baby steps really comes a long way, because it's like making the baby steps is not the same way as just stagnating yourself there and dying. Yeah, because after you started making baby steps, even Bible says that God blesses the work of our hands, honestly. So just start doing something. Just start doing something with your head, with your mind, with your hands, and let it go, not be known to God. And God will do something. Like, God will bless the work of your hands. And the last thing, the very last thing I learned about building your self-confidence is that, okay, I'm a Christian. And I can also preach when I want to. The last thing I learned that really covers everything else is that commit to God everything in your life. Like, you feel depressed, commit to God. You feel like you have reached your endpoint, commit to God. You feel like this is not my battle anymore, commit to God. Like, each and everything that comes in your way, be it hard, be it soft, be it like even if something that you can solve, just commit it to God before you even make any drastic move in your life. Just commit it to God, because like God has a way of making everything, like of harmonizing everything, and of giving peace. Because when you are building your self-confidence, you need to have peace of mind. Like, you can't build your self-confidence if you don't have peace. You don't build your self-confidence in a point of depression. You don't build your self-confidence in a point of whereby you don't trust yourself. So you need to talk to God. Let everything be known to God. Every share that you're passing through, let it be known to God. Commit everything to God, and He's surely going to make everything straight for you, guys. I'm not going to make any longer video from there, because I've just come from job and I want to do some 1, 2, 3. So guys, thank you for watching until the end. Please continue subscribing, continue liking, continue commenting, and until next time, guys, bye bye. I love you.